In the uncharted depths of the ocean, something ancient stirs. Drakhor, a monstrous sea sorcerer once banished by Atlantis centuries ago, has awoken from his long slumber. Twisted by time and dark magic, he has harnessed the power of the abyss, capable of controlling the tides and summoning dreadful sea creatures. Now, Drakhor plans to flood the earth, drowning the surface world and claiming dominion over both land and sea. On a routine patrol, Aquaman senses an unnatural disturbance in the sea-strange tidal surges. Violent and monstrous creatures attacking ships. The King of Atlantis immediately realizes something is terribly wrong. His connection to the oceans pulses with urgency, and he plunges into the depths to investigate. As Aquaman dives deeper, the sea becomes darker, colder, and more hostile. The waters are alive with danger, as enormous sharks and grotesque mutated sea creatures appear from the darkness, attacking. With his trident in hand, Aquaman slashes through them effortlessly, but time is running out. He knows that Drakhor is threatening to unleash a catastrophic tidal wave capable of submerging the world. Aquaman reaches an underwater labyrinth, a long-forgotten city hidden beneath layers of coral and darkness. Inside, the long-forgotten ruins of Atlantis whisper of the ancient evil that once lived there. At the center of this room lies a colossal temple, its walls cracked and covered in eerie symbols, pulsing with Drakhor's dark magic. The ground shakes as Aquaman steps closer, and the ancient sorcerer emerges from the shadows, his monstrous form towering over the king. "You should never have returned, Arthur Curry." Drakhor's voice rumbles, echoing through the cavern. "This world will drown, and I shall rule the oceans and the land. Your power will be mine." Drakhor raises his hands to the sky, and the ocean responds, rippling and surging as gigantic sea creatures are summoned. A massive kraken with tentacles the size of skyscrapers rises from the depths, its glowing eyes fixated on Aquaman. With the trident's power, Aquaman summons a wave of energy, slashing through the kraken's enormous tentacles. But it's only a temporary distraction. Drakhor, unrelenting, intensifies his magic, sending a tidal wave toward the surface world. The wave grows, impossibly high, as Aquaman races against time to stop the flood. He uses his trident to channel the ancient power of the ocean, creating a protective barrier around the wave's crest. But it's not enough. Drakhor's control over the sea is too strong. With no other choice, Aquaman calls upon the creatures of the deep webs, dolphins, and massive sea serpents, who've long revered him as their king. Together, they charge at Drakhor's temple, overwhelming his magical defenses with a wave of raw force. As Aquaman dives into the heart of the temple, he faces Drakhor one last time. Their battle is fierce, as the sorcerer's dark magic clashes with Aquaman's royal might. Aquaman strikes, shattering Drakhor's stand, dissourcing his power. But Drakhor retaliates, summoning an army of undead sea creatures to drag Aquaman into the temple. With sheer willpower, Aquaman breaks through, charging forward in the final desert battle. With a surge of energy, Aquaman drives his trident deep into Drakhor's chest, shattering the dark magic that holds the ocean in its grip. The tidal wave collapses, and the ocean falls calm once more, moving heavily. Aquaman watches as Drakhor sinks back into the abyss, defeated. He stands tall, gazing at the surface world far above him, now safe from the threat of destruction. But as he turns away, he knows this victory won't be his last. The deep seas are full of mysteries, and there are always more dangers lurking just beneath the surface. With the power of the oceans at his command and the strength of his will, Aquaman returns to Atlantis, ready for whatever new challenges may rise from the depths next. The end.